Love your spouse the way they want to be loved. Love others the way they need to be loved. If I go around loving everybody the way I want to be loved, nobody's going to feel love from me.
What goes through my head is a revolutionary point of Ariana and I's relationship was not too long after we started dating when she brought up the idea of doing a love language test. I feel like that should be like day 2 of dating. No, honestly, it needs to be before dating. It needs to be a first date.
Mm-hmm.
I would message the person. If I could go back in time, I would message Ariana on Tinder before our first date and say, before we get there, I want to know what your love language is and we can talk about it. Or tell me what it is now so we know where we're coming from. And then...
If you knew her love language, would it deter you from dating her?
I think at a shock value it would have. But I was so enthused about how she communicated and the more how conversation went, was more attracted to that. I want to say I would have been like possibly turned off, but I think I would have stuck to my gut and been like, this person just gets it, like, or gets me, like, as far as conversation. I feel like that is more important. Like the energy is more important to me personally. I'm not as analytical where, I mean, I don't know. Ariana might have felt the opposite. I don't know.
And what's your love language?
Acts of service.
What's hers?
Quality time in words of affirmation, and quality time is above, but I think they're dead even. I figured it out.
And I think quality time is the most mislabeled love language because it's not just time. And I've pondered what it should be called, and I come up with nothing else. So I understand why he ended up on quality time. Quality time is you think about me, and it's intentional to have that time together. And I was teaching somebody how to do quality time, and the wife said, I want you to plan our date nights on Saturday. And I said, she said, I don't like when he says, where do I want to go? And I said, why don't you on Monday pick 3 restaurants, send them to her and say, hey, these are the 3 restaurants I'm thinking about taking to you. Do any of these stick out to you? And then on Wednesday, you say, hey, I really want to go by this park and take a walk before we go to dinner or after. What would you prefer? And then on Thursday or Friday, say, I'm really looking forward to our date on Saturday. That really gets me excited that I get to spend my time with you. You just made 4 deposits in the love bank. Mm-hmm. It's not about just being together. It's not about going to a movie and sitting next to each other. That is not quality time. It's you've thought about me over and over and over again. And that's where I think when people read or, oh, I'm quality time, it's just you have to spend time with me. No. And can you tell a time when you really spoke quality time to Ariana or words and she just got lit?
I feel like for her, it's I'm such a go acts of service, always doing something, always thinking about the next best productive thing to do to move us or myself or her forward. I mean, for instance, like the part that makes me laugh, I guess this is more so for the audience listening and maybe they can relate to, is Ariana's a 3rd grade teacher. She's moving into her new classroom. She's at like the 90% mark. She's like, hey, I'm going to get this 6 cubicle organizer from Target. Goes and picks it up in my truck. I was doing something else. I had to be somewhere. So I took her car. I walk inside the house. It's pretty big. It's heavy. I'm like, oh, this is a piece of furniture that needs to be assembled. She's like, it's always implied that I'm the one that's going to set anything up like that. Because I'm just like a handy person. But she also is very capable and sometimes does things like that. And so we had a lot going on. She was going there the next day. She's like, she asked me, because I was running out the door again for work. She's like, do I set it up now and risk it getting scratched in the bed of the truck on the way there, like things have in the past? Or do I take it there, drag it upstairs in the box, and then set it up? And I said, I don't know, whatever you think. Because she's so particular. Like when things get scratched, it really bothers her, but she knows that it would be a lot easier to build it there because she had the time and just get it over with, whatever. So me being me, all this to say is that I got done working at like 11 p.m. I was working on a project late, and I'm a night owl, so it's a very normal occurrence. I get done at 11 something. She's asleep already. I walk in the house and I see that thing in the box. I'm like, I just can't let her put that together. Like, she doesn't like doing it. I don't mind it. There's things that she does that she doesn't love, but she knows that I hate. She doesn't mind it. I'm like, I'm going to take this opportunity while I can. So I go back to the shop 6 minutes down the road, put it together with my power tools, lickety split, happens 10 times faster than she would have done it, threw it in the bed of my truck, put towels around it, made sure it won't get scratched, load up the dolly, and I just texted her a picture. She woke up in the morning, took my truck to work, saved her probably an hour and a half, 2 hours. And like, I didn't get like a response from her, like, thank you so much. Like that to her, like, it's like, cool, thanks. And I've learned to be okay with that. And all that to say that I had to learn to be okay with that. And I had to reposition myself to answer your question of what is like a situation that you filled up Ariana's love bank with quality time. I had to go from the first thing is being okay with that lackluster response when it's my love language. That was an act of service. That was just me doing it mainly to fill up my internal love bank. That just makes me happy. And then I'm like, okay, for her, it's casual. It's like, okay, now that she has that time back, I'm like, she's gonna probably get home a couple hour and a half, 2 hours earlier. And then I'll be like, hey, let's go on a whim and eat at this restaurant. And I fully zone in on conversation with her and just there. And instead of, she knows I'm always thinking of the next best thing to do. And she recognizes when I choose to stop. She knows when I have something on my mind and I choose to shut it off. And so it's very casual with us. Like there are the big things, but I'm not a planner. So it's very a lackluster response and it's not exciting, but it's really just during the week when I choose to shut off like very intentionally. Like yesterday, she was watching my nephew and we wanted to have we have a little like $30 blow up pool in the backyard and like my nephew's 4. And so we're like, let's just have like a little pool day at our new house that we just got that doesn't have a pool. But we just did a blow up pool. He's 4. It was fun. And I stopped working in the middle of the day, went there for probably 4 or 5 hours. And then I went back to work like later at night after we had dinner together and everything. And we sat as like a little mini family with me, her, and our nephew. And I could just, not from her words, but just from like her eyes and like the way she just sees things or like looks around, that she's like really enjoying that moment. And it's not really verbalized that much. It's more so I can just sense it. That was a really long response, but I just wanted to share maybe for someone out there who's trying to learn how to deposit in a love bank and they're understanding their love languages. I feel like it was important for me to share how I got there and the things I noticed. And specific to her, it's more so just me being intentional. And then if it's anything extravagant, like you would see some crazy reaction, like she plans it, she knows what's coming, and we go and do it, and I'm there. Like, I don't think, it's very rare, like, we plan something where she's like, whoa. I just don't feel like it's that important.
And I'm glad I brought it up because you gave me some good points to talk about. When you put that together for her and you text a picture, say, act of service. I just want you to know I love you. Don't miss the opportunity to let her know I did this because I love you in the way that I love you. And so many people do acts of service for somebody who's not an act of service, and it misses the mark.
You can really, like what you're trying to teach me is you can really tailor. there are subtle ways of, it's like an art form. It's like subtle ways of tailoring your communication to it, really, because it is because I love her and I was thinking about her. It's just easy for me to put in extra work in areas that I'm into.